Imagine you're standing at the edge of a river. The water is calm at first, but as it flows downstream, it gathers momentum and carves a path through the landscape. Over time, the flow of the river shapes everything in its path, the rocks, the soil, even the trees. Your habits are like that river. They start small and subtle, but over time they shape the terrain of your life. The question is, are they shaping it in a way that leads to success and happiness, or are they leading you somewhere you don't want to go? The first step to taking control of your habits is to understand where you stand today. Which habits are helping you flow toward your goals, and which ones are pulling you off course? This video is all about awareness, taking stock of the routines that define your life so you can decide which ones to keep, which ones to change, and which ones to let go. We often wait for a big moment to prove our character, but God tells us that our character is actually built in the small, invisible moments of every day. In Luke 16, verse 10, Jesus says, "He who is faithful in what is least is faithful also in much, and he who is unjust in what is least is unjust also in much." What do these invisible habits actually look like in our daily walk? The habits that destroy. These are often the quiet sins of the mind. It's the habit of complaining the moment you wake up, which carves a riverbed of ingratitude. It's the habit of scrolling through your phone before you've even whispered a prayer, which tells your soul that the world is more important than the Creator. It's the habit of harboring small resentments, those little thoughts of "they shouldn't have said that," which eventually turn into a flood of bitterness that destroys your peace. Now, on the other side, the habits that shape a Christ-like character are equally small. It's the habit of pausing to give thanks before a meal, even when you're in a hurry. It's the habit of memorizing one single verse a week, a small stream of truth that eventually washes away doubt. It's the habit of choosing to speak well of others when they aren't around. These are the invisible currents that pull your character toward heaven. Ellen G. White captured this perfectly in Child Guidance, page 199. Character does not come by chance. It is not determined by one outburst of temper, one step in the wrong direction. It is the repetition of the act that causes it to become habit and molds the character either for good or for evil. So how do we change the flow? It starts with one small stone placed in the river to divert the water. If you want to grow closer to God, don't try to change your entire life in one day. Start with the first habit of the day. Psalm 5 verse 3 says, "My voice you shall hear in the morning, O Lord. In the morning I will direct it to you, and I will look up." Your habits are invisible until they become your character. Today I want to challenge you. Pick one invisible habit you know is pulling you off course, just one, and ask God for the strength to place a new stone in that river today. Thank you for being part of the Adventist Path. If this message helped you see your daily routines in a new light, hit that like button and let me know in the comments what is one small habit you're asking God to help you change today. God bless, and I'll see you in the next video.